Hello, welcome to our second episode of Learning Giryama with me, your host, Elvina Kavumbi. On today's lesson, we're going to talk about family and relations. You know, with the Giryamas, they really put so much focus on their families. We even have names for our family members. So let us start with the nuclear family, that is mother, father, and the smaller circle, our brothers and sisters. So the father, we call him Baba. Baba. And then mother, we call her Mama. Mama. I think you hear me well. Baba. Mama. Not Baba. Mama. No. Baba. Mama. And then we have the firstborn. The firstborn is called Msundula Tanzu. This means he's the way maker. He's the one who opened the way for the others to come out. And then the last born, we call him or her Kijanda. The one who blocked the way. No more siblings are going to be born. So we have the firstborn, Msundula Tanzu. And then we have the last born, who is the Kijanda. So are we together to that point? The firstborn is Msundula Tanzu. And then the last born is Kijanda. Now, in a family, we have the elder siblings and the younger siblings. So let's take an example of me. I have 3 elder siblings and 2 younger siblings. So my elder siblings, we call them Akulu. Akulu Angu. Those are my elder siblings. And then my younger siblings, we call them Avaha Angu. Avaha Angu. This means they are my younger siblings. So when I'm talking to someone, I'll say, Nina akulu wangu ahahu. I have 3 elder siblings. And Nina avaha angu airi. I have 2. So we are done with the nuclear part. Now we go to the extended side of the family. And the extended side of the family, we have the father's side and the mother's side. So the father's side, which is the male side, we call it Hulumeni. Hulumeni. And then the mother's side, which is the female side, we call it Ucheni. So the father's side. The father's side, we have, if your father has elder siblings, has Akuluwe, his elder siblings. We call them, if it's the male, if it's a male, we call him Bamjere. Bamjere or Babamjere, but we do shorten it and call it Bamjere. And then the sisters to your father, we call them Tangazimi and Itangazimi. And then we have Anibamhoho, that is the younger siblings of your father. That is, if your father has younger siblings, Avahai, that is, we call them Anibamhoho. Okay? Then we have the wives of Anibamhoho, the wives of your father's male siblings. We call them Misom. So you'll hear someone, Mambire Misomo yo. Now we come to the female side. Your Mamhoho. The husband, we call him Bamhoho too. Okay? Yuyuni Bamhoho. This is my uncle, meaning he is the husband to your mother's younger sister. And then the husband to your mother's elder sister, who is Bamjere, you also call him Bamjere. I forgot to tell you something. Sangazini. The husband to your Sangazini, we call him Msedzango or Msedza. This means your son-in-law. Why? Why will you be asking why I call my auntie's husband my son-in-law? Because in our culture, when we are being given names, we are being given names according to our father's lineage. So, like me, I was given my grandmother's name. So this means my father and his siblings and his sisters call me their mother. So how do you call your the husband to your child? Your son-in-law. So my aunts, who I call them my tangazini and tangazini, I'll call their husbands atezango or mtezango, which means he's my son-in-law. Are we together? Have you understood that? We have talked about the nuclear family and the extended family, and I hope you grasped something out of that. Now, Baba, Mama, where did they come from? They were also born by our grandparents, right? Yeah, so we have the grandparents from the father's side and our grandparents from the mother's side. Grandfather, we call him Tawe, and grandmother, we call her Hawe. Both the father's side and the mother's side, we call them Hawe and Tawe. Do you get that? Nedankamlam say Hawe, I'm going to greet my grandmother. Nedankamlole Tawe, I'm going to see my grandfather. Whether from the father's side or the mother's side, all of them we call them Tawe and Hawe. And then we have our great grandparents. That is our great grandfather and our great grandmother. We call, if it's the great grandfather, we call him Bamjere. And if it's the great grandmother, we call her Mjere. So we have Bamjere and Mjere. Okay?
As I was saying, in the event you want to learn Kigiryama, there's a dedicated YouTube channel called Learn Giryama, or on X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah, so follow our YouTube channel and our Twitter handle, Learn Giryama, and let's learn Giryama together. Thank you.